It's the Jarvcast coming at ya. September was what a crazy month it was, and the announcement finally happened the other day. Nest has signed to Housecore Records. Now, I want to say it was over a year ago when I was in St. Louis, and my girlfriend at the time was wanting to move. She just had to go. I hate St. Louis. I hate it here. I hate everything. And I said, well, where do you want to go? Like, is there a reason to go anywhere? She said, well, I want to go to Texas. And there was a reason, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, if I'm going to move south, I'd want to go to New Orleans for a lot of reasons. There was probably 15 years ago I came down here and stayed a weekend with a gal, and I remember saying to her, like, I could see myself living down here. And that's when I was drinking a lot, and this is a big drinking area, so. But I could see it happening, and so she said she wanted to move down to New Orleans because she loved it here too. And I said, okay, well, let's do it, And I said, but beforehand, I need to actually ask Phil and Kate, like, their permission. I ain't just gonna move near them and be like, hey, what's up? Just so you know, move nearby. It'd be very strange. So I sent Kate an email asking some questions about the area and their thoughts on me coming down, and I believe in the reply she asked if Nest was interested in being on Housecore Records. And of course, this would be huge for us, and we were more than interested. That's the label we wanted to be on, So, that was over a year ago. So it's been that long of just waiting patiently to be able to say it out loud that it's official. But it became even more difficult during the Pantera takeover on Sirius when Phil was saying, Nest, a new housecore explosion. Like, he kind of announced it on the radio, and I had people messaging me, and I'm like, but don't say anything about it yet. It's not official. Like, it's not announced yet. So I think a lot of people already knew about it. Well, I know they did because they were congratulating me. And then it was also on the Housecore website for the last few months too. So a lot of people already knew we were on the label, but we tried to keep it quiet. I tried, but it's hard to do. But it's finally official and officially announced. So we're very proud of that, very happy. Couldn't be happier, actually. This is a label that I actually trust, and I've been on other labels, and it was shady from the beginning. And there's albums I've been on that I haven't made a dime off of, and I know they sold a lot of albums, and I know the agreement was I got my cut when I recorded it, and I haven't got my cut. And when I contact those labels, they say contact the band, and then when I contact the band, well, the guy I contacted is no longer in that band, but it's just so much shady shit, and it's like, it's nice to, have a very simple contract that I know that if my record sells, that I'll make some money, and that's the way it should be. Now, I'm not expecting that to happen, but it's nice to know that if it did happen, it wouldn't be like a Linkin Park situation where you got pennies per record sale. Like, we got a great, the best possible record deal you can get, basically. And that's the way Phil put it to me when Fulgora first signed. Just, hey, if you can find a better record contract, take it. I want you guys to get as big as you can. But yeah, we're very pumped about it. Excited about the future. We got shows coming up next week. We're starting in Ohio. So tomorrow, which is Friday, October 6th, I'll drive up to St. Louis for band practice and have a couple days of rehearsal. Sunday, we'll play the West Side Bowl in Ohio. And I love bowling, so I'm actually pumped about bowling. I got my own shoes, got my own bowling ball. I'm not very good at it. It's just fun to do. So I'm excited about playing the show and going bowling. Then Monday we go to the Green Beacon Gallery, which we played before, but there was power issues where the power kept going out. So I'm excited to maybe play an entire set this time, hopefully. I know to set up in the middle, like they told us to. And that there was someone in the crew that was like, we got to set up back here, like real stage. Yeah, whatever, let's do it. And the power kept going out, and I kept asking, why is this happening? And I'm pretty sure it was one of the power strips couldn't handle it. That's why we should have listened to them in the first place. So next time, I will ask us, hey, did you fix the power over here? And if they say no, I'm saying, well, we'll be setting up in the center here where the power works. But excited to go back and play there again. It was a cool little place. And then Tuesday we hit DC for the first time at the Pie Shop. And I heard about this place years ago because a friend was working there. And last time I played DC, I want to say, was it Black Cat with Fulgora and Agoraphobic Nosebleed. I'd played 2 sets that night. But yeah, it'd be cool to get back there. And then play Delaware for the first time on Wednesday. And Thursday, play Baltimore for the first time at the Crown. And that's with a band called Moraine. It's got my buddy Tanner from high school. He was in a hardcore band called Incision. And they broke up in the 90s, and one of the members went on to be the front man of White Rabbits. Huge band. Like, they played like Coachella and shit. But this is Tanner's new band, and pumped for that. They're really good. So that'll be cool. They're playing actually a Pie Shop show also. So they're playing 2 shows with us. But Incision, very underrated hardcore from the mid 90s. Super heavy. They used to play like bowling like bowling alley basement shows and shit. And I remember going to one and being like, damn, I can't believe how big this hardcore scene is. Like, and it had metal riffs in it, so I liked it. It was heavy. As long as it was heavy, I liked it, back then and today. But Incision, if you can find any of their shit, they were really killer. And then that'll be Friday the 13th. After that will be the Milk Parlor. And it's in Blacksburg, Virginia. Looks like it's going to be a good show. And then Saturday we go to the beach, Myrtle Beach, Gator Tales. A couple sick bands. And then Sunday we go outside of Atlanta to Gainesville. It's about an hour outside of Atlanta. Play a place called Blackstrap Music Hall. So we got some fun shows coming up next week. And, album details, all that will be coming soon. Excited to finally get that out. what about some baseball? How fucking pathetic are the Cardinals? Like this whole Adam Wain. Everyone loved the Adam Wainwright. Not me. The ending. I mean, I think it's embarrassing. He was a great Cardinal. Had a great career. He should have quit pitching last year. This season, I mean, he had to have the highest ERA of any pitcher that pitched the whole season. But the second he got the 200 wins, he stopped pitching. But then he wanted to bat. Now imagine being like Mason Wynn, who's needs to work on his major league hitting. This is his shot to like, and you got some old man that wants to get in a bat. It's like has no business getting in there just to get some adulations. Oh, that's not enough. He needs to play a concert with this new country band afterwards, after the game. All about him. And the manager, who should have been fired long ago, made a comment. Next year, he wants people in the clubhouse that are not all about themselves, that are more about the team. It's like, well, there's a good start with Wainwright getting out of there. Obviously, all about himself. All he wanted was the 200 wins to look good on his stat sheet. Didn't care about the team. Every 5 games, when he pitched, we have no shot of winning the game. And I mean, it's amazing he won any games this year with his 8+ ERA. But just retire. But no, got to take the team down with you. But I'm glad he retired now. I'm glad he's gone. Cardinals need to sign an entire new pitching staff, starting pitching. There's a few stud pitchers available. They need to sign them all if they want to be winners, but they won't, and they don't. They don't care about winning because people are going to still buy tickets to go see Adam Wainwright bat. That's how sad the Cardinals have become. Last place Cardinals. Pathetic. And yeah, that's how I feel about it. But the postseason's on. It's going. You know, Phillies won last night. They're playing the Braves. Diamondbacks won yesterday. They're playing the Dodgers. And then you got the Twins and Astros on the other side, and the Orioles, Texas Rangers. Now, of course, I'll be hoping for an Orioles championship. Hope they win. Team sucked for so long, and there was a lot of fans that stuck with them, and it was fun when I lived there to go to the games and see the other side, you know, because the Cardinals fans, we were, I don't want to say spoiled for a long time, but at least we had something to watch, a team that was going to contend. Not anymore, but we used to. Now the Orioles got the team, and it's like if they can keep it together, a super team. But with all those young players, they'll need money, and they'll deserve money. So you can't pay all those guys, but maybe you can. I don't know. But I hope they win. It's football season. My fantasy teams have exploded this month. You know, when the Dolphins are scoring 70 points, that means some of your players are going to score touchdowns. You know, so luckily I had Mostert in my lineup that week. But yeah, it's been fun to watch football this year. Saints blew a couple games in a row that I know they should have won one of them last week. They just got beat up. But it's nice to have football back in swing. Nice to have some shows next week. Let's see what else happened last month. I know I went to a few shows. Oh, the King Parrot Boys came back the other day and finally, they finally went home after, I guess it's over a month of playing shows. But yeah, I saw King Parrot at the Jiffy Lube Amphitheater in Bristol, opening up for Pantera. That was sick. But yeah, it was nice to see another Pantera show. I'm excited to go next month, St. Louis, Metallica in the Dome, where I used to go watch the Rams. Um, I'm getting a lot of messages asking for tickets now. I wish I can give everybody tickets to Metallica, but I don't work for Metallica or really know anyone that does. I met Metallica back in '91, and I've met a couple of them since, but I don't know them enough to get free tickets. It's not a Pantera show, guys. I wish it was, and I wish I can get all my old friends into the show. And I'm talking friends I haven't talked to since high school are messaging me. Hey, what's up? You gonna be at the show? And then they say they need 4 tickets. It's like I can't even get 4 tickets for myself and my family, let alone you that I haven't talked to since high school. That's what I want to say, but I have to explain what I'm telling you right now, which is this is Metallica's concert, and I don't work for them or know them. Pantera is playing, but it's not their show. They're direct support, so they don't have the authority to be handing out 25 tickets. Seriously, if I had to give everyone a ticket that asked for it, have to get like 50 plus tickets. I wish I could. I'm going to try to get as many as possible, which hopefully is one for myself because I sold my ticket. But I'm not going to be able to hook everybody up. And I've tried to tell everybody the truth, which is, if I were you, I'd just buy a ticket. Try to win one off KC95. Something. Because it's not a Pantera headliner. If it was Pantera playing at the Riverport, maybe I could get a few, but maybe. But there's nothing guaranteed here, so just buy the Metallica ticket if you want to go to the show. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Please. And if I get a bunch of free tickets, I'll let you know. All right, here on the Jarvcast, I'll let you know. On November 1st. I'll try to do it right after Halloween because Halloween's coming up. It's that time of year. Pumped. So, working on a haunted house, top secret location, top secret, not open to the public. That's all I'm saying about it. It's going to be fun. That being said, I'm going to start doing that right now. Thanks for listening to the Jarvcast. I'll see you next month. Peace.